Hi everybody! Today I am reviewing a product from Marc Jacobs, and it is this palette called the Lolita. And Marc Jacobs has released several different eyeshadow palettes that are available at Sephora. This would be the neutral one. I liked that there were some matte shades and some shimmery shades, and I just thought for the price tag, which is $59, I wanted to make sure I had shadows that I would actually wear. That's why I made this choice for this palette. However, then you also run the consequence of having some pretty common shades that you probably have in a lot of other palettes. But I went into this purchase with the expectation that this would be some fabulous quality palette, like something above and beyond. I think I just maybe expected that because of the designer name attached to this, and also the price tag was pretty high. I was in a bit of a fantasy land wondering about how good this could possibly be. But we all know price does not always dictate quality. We see that all the time with different products. I've had this product for several months, and after using it, after traveling with it, I feel like I can say with certainty that I would not put money into this again. Knowing what I know now, if I had this information in my head before I made the purchase, I would not have gone ahead and made the purchase. So just basics of the palette. First off, I love the size. It's so compact, super streamlined. You've got three totally matte shadows, a matte cream, a matte light brown, and a matte dark brown. And then for your shimmery shades, you've got a very, very sparkly, dry, flaky kind of shade that comes off with sort of a champagne type look. Then you've got a pink toned pearly shade, a shimmery color that has a little more gold in it. And the one on the far end is kind of like a warm light brownish shimmer. The textures that I think are the best in this palette are probably these three right here. It's the shimmers that don't have actual sparkle in them. I think they're pigmented, they're smooth, they're kind of creamy, easy to blend and work with. This shade is just out of control. It's a party in an eyeshadow, that's for sure. You put it on your lid, it's very hard to control. I've used some Too Faced shadows that I thought looked very similar to this, but yet I find this to be even more dry than some of those shades, and I feel like it's even harder to control the glitter. Even if you're patting it on top of a base that really should help it cling more, I still manage to get glitter everywhere. The mattes, I think they're nicely pigmented. The very dark brown is a little more dry than I'd like it to be. It's kind of tricky with a really dark matte shadow to blend it out anyway, but I have realized that like LORAC makes some really good dark rich shadows, but I feel like there's a little more mobility once you get them on the eyes. You know, they just blend out a little easier. This matte shade, this matte light brown, pigmented, works really nicely on the border, blending out other shades, but it is really, really flaky when you put your brush into it. And the cream, no problem with that, a nice pigmented white cream type color. And to get this look today, I put the white matte cream around my inner corner, then I took that sparkly shade and went all over my lid with that. Then I took the matte dark brown and I patted that on the outer part of my lid, pulled it up into the crease exactly where I wanted it, and then just blended that out a little bit. Then I used the lighter matte brown just over the border to help me sort of smooth out the edges a bit. I also used the light kind of warm shimmery brown on the border as well with a really small brush, and then I took the cream shade up under my brow. Then on my lower lash line I used both of the matte brown shades, the darker first on the outer part and then smudged over that with the lighter matte brown. So there are some pretty looks that I can get with this palette, but for the price tag, I feel like I should be more in love with every part of this. You know what I mean? If I'm looking in my own collection for things that are comparable or a better value, definitely the LORAC Pro Palette. I could get any kind of look that I get with this and more with that palette. And then on the drugstore side, you know, these are shades that you could definitely find some dupes for. I'm thinking NYX, maybe some Wet n Wild shades you could find that would be similar to a lot of these. But I know in the makeup world there are different schools of thought out there. You know, you've got your people who are looking for just the best value and that's it, and then you've got maybe some makeup collectors out there who are a little more impressed by the Marc Jacobs name and you just want to have, you know, something like this in your collection. You do take the plunge and get it. I don't think you're gonna hate this palette, but I doubt it will be your favorite if you've tried a lot of different things. But if you're really trying to watch what you spend, I definitely think that there are some better values out there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.